Hi guys, welcome to episode 2 of Flippinlicks. This is my video blog. My name is Joe Silvey, and I'm trying to do something a little different here where the instructor and the student, in this case, works together on a project. I think 15 days is going to be a good thing. The more I think about it, the more I like it. So anyway, thanks for everyone for tuning in and watching the video from yesterday, and thanks for all the comments and feedback. I've since posted the tabs for what I talked about yesterday, and I'll try to be better about that in the future. I've also posted a link on there that has all the modes of the minor pentatonic scale, which is something that you need to know if you're going to try to be a lead guitarist or just take your guitar playing to another level. So let's go through those modes real fast. There's 5 of them, and let's start with 1, which is often referred to as the box. Okay, also, real quick, this is the book that I use to learn all the scales that I've learned and the minor pentatonics in this. It's called Basic Scales and Modes. So you might want to check this out or get a book. There's a lot like it, so you might just try to find one similar to it. Okay, so anyway, let's look at those modes real fast. Let's start with the box, the minor pentatonic scale, the first mode, and let's start on the A, okay, because we're in the key of A minor for this lick, so you're going to find A on the top string, which is right here at the 5th fret. So to me, this is home base. When I think of playing in a key, it's where that note is in the top string, and then I have a major chord, minor chord, and this box is really kind of the first things I think of. So let's look at the box there in the key of A minor, starting on the 5th fret. Looks like this. So that's kind of soloing 101. That's the first thing you gotta learn right there. Okay, so this lick starts on the 5th mode, which is connected to the 1st behind it, back here. So it looks like this. Alright, so all the modes line up right next to each other. So that was mode 5. This was mode 1. Let's move on to mode 2. Okay, so the second half of each mode is going to be the first half of the next one, because they all line up right next to each other. Okay, so we did 1, so we did 5, 1, 2. Let's look at mode number 3. Alright, so that was number 3. Let's go on to number 4, another very useful one. That's the root note for that one, so you might land there. And you can continue down up to the 6th string and back up. Okay, so that was 4, which brings us back to mode number 5. So you might be saying, oh, didn't we already play that one? Yes, we did, but now we're an octave higher, because everything starts over on the 12th fret. Those are all the same notes. Okay, so we've made it through all the modes. We're 4, now we're back to the box up here on the 17th fret, which is also A. So the 2 places that you can find A in the top string, right here, and right there. So the final note is right there. Okay, so those are all the modes of the minor pentatonic scale. So what this lick, Zach Wild lick, has done is he just taken the top 2, or the bottom 2 strings, the 2 highest strings, just played the notes out of each mode on those 2 strings. So the first part of the lick is down here, right there on the 5th mode, and then it moves up to the 1st mode, or the box, then the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and you land back on 1. Okay, so if you can't really see that, this is a good tool. This lick is a very good way to start linking together all your modes. So that's another good reason to do it. You could also use this. You could also do the same lick on different strings using those same modes. So say you wanted to use the 3rd and 4th string. Okay, so then you could start it here. So that might be a good idea for you to try to work through. If you already know the modes but haven't linked them together like that, or just if you want to be able to work up your neck in a key faster. Okay, so anyway, let's go to our metronome. Today's day 2, so we bumped up the click to 83 beats per minute. so everybody ready? Let's try the lick again. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so there you go. Hopefully everyone's still caught up. We only increase at 3 beats per minute to still relatively slow. Now at these slower speeds, it's a good idea to really focus on what's happening because everything's slower. You can think about how your pick feels, how your left hand feels. You want to play as relaxed as you can to be able to increase your speed later. You might also just spend some time, you might just spend different at different points of that lick, just stay kind of anchored in that area. Like you might just think of this note. While I'm playing that, I might be thinking, okay, that's my root note. I might think, okay, that's the next part of that note right above it. How does that connect to this one? You can switch it around and go up. Maybe add some bends in or something, I don't know. But that's the thing about you taking one lick and working on it for a length of time, for days and days in a row. It gives you time to kind of think outside of the box and kind of look a little more deeply into that lick. Okay, so hopefully that cleared up some of the confusion from yesterday. And come back tomorrow, I'm sure I'll have something else to say about it, so keep working on that. Okay, let's talk about my lick for a second. I've added the tabs to this. I don't have a lot of time today, so I'm going to have to talk more about it tomorrow. But it's in the Dorian mode, so if you don't know the Dorian mode of the major scale, you might look that up and try to just kind of familiarize yourself with that, because those are the notes I'm using for it. So let's look at it real quick. It's 16th notes, just like the other one. Okay, so why I like playing, or why I like the modes of the minor pentatonic scale so much, because if you learn those, then you can just kind of adapt. If you want to learn the modes of the major scale, you just have to add a few notes to something you've already learned from the minor pentatonic note. So if you know the box, like I'm in the key of E, playing E Dorian right here. So if you know the minor pentatonic scale in E, to get to Dorian, you just have to add a few notes. There's one added on the top string. Same 2 notes as the minor pentatonic for the A string. Then there's an added note on the 11th fret of the D, an added note on the 11th fret of the G, an added note of the 13th fret of the B, or sorry, 14th, and then an added note on the 14th of the E. Okay, so I kind of take the notes I know in the box. Now I know if I play any of those other notes, suddenly I'm playing Dorian mode. Okay, so that's why I like the end of that lick. Very bluesy thing to do. Okay, so that's one way you can kind of get out of the box if you're having trouble soloing in the box, is by just playing one of those notes. Like I like doing this one. Okay, so all I did is I just, instead of playing, normally you play the 15th fret, because that's in the box. You play that Dorian note, which is right here, the 14th fret. Okay, which actually is the 6th, I believe, of that scale. So anyway, that's it for that. We'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. Hopefully that cleared up some of the confusion from yesterday. So keep practicing. I want to leave you guys with a video I saw last night, which is a Robin Trower video. It's a live video called Bridge of Sighs. And it's under my likes. If you go to the Flippinlicks homepage and you see I've just liked it, it's down there at the bottom. So check that video out and let me know if you like it. Stay tuned till tomorrow. Thanks a lot, guys.